But when I drink, I don't socialize, you know. Socializing is for pussies. When I drink for the sake of drinking with my friends.
A lot of my classmates that I was really ashamed of because they were so drunk in some of the parties. So drunk that they would just lie down on the grass, and other students would be, you know, pouring beer on them. And I think that is just, you know, humiliating already.
16, you know, some people are all right and they can sit down and have a few pints and they're grand. Other people with 16 will have a beer and a whiskey or something, and then mad mental city, here we go.
If everyone would be drinking the way my friends and I do, then it'd be a whole bunch of drunks, but...
Okay. I take it it's your birthday this Friday.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah? How old are you turning? 18?
18, yeah.
Right. Big 1-8.
Hey, party boy! Everybody come, 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 come! 18! After 18 years of age, I fucking celebrate 18 years old! Now all the bouncers can kiss my ass because I can get in legally! Fuck yeah!
I think there's always a risk that someone can have an accident. There's always a risk that, you know, they could not be looked after by their friends, that they could be in an isolated situation and then die, ultimately.
We decided to document the people who have to deal with the consequences of alcohol abuse. That's why we took a ride with the Helsinki police to see if we could find any isolated friends.
They asked him to leave the area and he didn't. Right. So they called the police.
Another happy ending to an 18th birthday. What is the worst drunk accident or case of drinking that you have heard about or witnessed?
Heard about or witnessed, I guess. I haven't witnessed many, but I mean, I've seen a lot of videos that have been done. And I guess the worst ones are probably Bucharest and also some other ones also.
This fall, student council representatives of Fahad School were sent to an international conference in Bucharest, Romania. Their task was to be ambassadors for the school and learn leadership skills. But is that all they learned?
The whole plan was that we drink until we pass out, since it was our last day in Romania. Yeah. We thought everything, the conference was over, we won everything, and we wanted to enjoy the taste of celebration, the taste of happiness.
Right.
So we reached the limit I was talking about, and after that, nobody remembers anything anymore.
Well, first day it was pretty much going on the airplane, getting drunk.
If you have an empty wine bottle, please share it between me and my friends.
Second day was after the conference in the host family's night, getting drunk.
Right. Oh.
You can just say this with the accent.
The third day was a hotel day, which yeah, getting drunk again.
What size is this?
Yeah, and the fourth day getting really quite over the top, especially. Well, I would say it was all over the top, but the actions that we took on the last day were the actions that we were faced with the consequences.
After being president of Student Council for just over a month, Fahad, Vice President Dimitri, and a longtime member Mihals resigned on the 8th of October 2004. They ended up in this shameful situation after the annual Helsinki conference, this year to Bucharest, ended up in a wild 4-day alcohol rampage. On the last day, their hotel room was found trashed with a broken bed, broken glasses, a ruined carpet, and ruined blankets. Only a week after their return to Finland, the entire high school was brought together to hear the official resignation contract, which was a moment nobody would have expected.
Resignation is because of the condition of our hotel room in Bucharest after we left. Since we believed that the conference was over on Friday, we decided to relax on Sunday. The relaxation crossed the borders of the code of conduct in the 4-star hotel. However, our school's reputation has now suffered and probably irreparably. One thing from Bucharest trip we learned is that if there is a problem, we have to solve it ourselves and pay the consequences only ourselves. The school's administration believes that we did everything and now we can't do anything to help.
It is seemingly contradictory that 3 students who did so much for the school are now asked to step aside. However, let's take a look at the broader picture. The behavior exhibited in Bucharest not only resulted in damage, but involved alcohol.
Or I've done something really stupid, or I've faced consequences from things that I've done. It does make you think sometimes that maybe what I'm doing is not quite right at this time.
After following Fahad and Matti for weeks, we got to know them a lot better. We have learned that they are actually not that different. One may hold a pint of beer and the other a glass of water, but in the end, their thoughts and ideas were very similar than we expected. After going through all the ideas and facts presented to us, we can say that alcohol and its consumption is completely an individual choice. A decision will probably have to be made, and this decision is solely up to yourself.